My dad, Reverend Roy Hedrick, is unable to be with us today because of his health. However, he sends his greetings to each and every one of you. And when I asked him what he wanted me to say to all of you, he said, just tell them that I was glad to be of help in making this camp become a reality. That's all you need to say. So I could just sit down now. I hope he doesn't get mad, but I'm going to add just a little bit more. My dad has always had a deep love for children and youth. And as a minister, he always did everything possible in his power to strengthen the faith of young people. So from the time that the idea for this camp was developed, he became very involved in all matters. He served on the search committee to find land for the camp. And once the land was purchased, he volunteered countless hours over here doing all kinds of jobs, along with some of his faithful sidekicks, Arthur Grant, Don Freidinger, and the support of Carl Ritchie. He helped survey this land. He dug ditches by hand with a shovel. He helped construct and paint buildings. He planted electrical poles, climbed the poles, and strung electrical wiring. He helped put the roof on this chapel. He collected the rocks. He picked rocks and collected them and put them up in a bucket to Reverend Tinsman as he built the chimneys and the other rock structures. He planted most of these pine trees out here by hand, one hole at a time. He mowed. He did any other job that was asked him to do, and he did all that as a volunteer. Then he was asked to become the first camp manager, and he did, and he was paid a small stipend for that work. However, he did all of that while serving a full-time appointment in the ministry. Now, I'm not sure how he juggled all of that, but he did, always with a sense of humor and always with a smile on his face. Now, why did he do all of that volunteer work here at camp? Well, first of all, my dad has a true servant's heart. There's no job that he thinks that is beneath him. And as Arthur can testify to, there's no job that he will not jump in and try to do, even if he doesn't know how to do it. He'll give it his best shot. The best sermon that my dad has ever preached has been the life of service that he has lived. And secondly, my dad is an eternal optimist. He is filled with an abundance of joy and hope because he truly believes that with God, all things are possible. And that is how he has lived his life now for 97 years. So if he were here today, he would tell you that he played a very small part in starting this camp, and to give thanks instead to all the many other people who donated their time, their labor, their money to make this place a reality. And most importantly, he would tell you to give God the glory, the praise, and the honor that Camp Overlook is still here after 50 years, and that it is still a place where lives are touched and transformed, as we heard, through the saving power of Jesus Christ. So praise be to God. Amen.